Greetings, comic community. It's your buddy Beckermin, and with me, as always, the Comic Viking. We're here for mail calls and hauls, and a very special C2E2 haul from yours truly. But first,
hey everybody, like he said, we're here for Alan Rue's Comics and Collectibles. I am the Comic Viking, and of course, Beckerman. So we got a special mail call today. I got some collectibles, and I got a book, and Mr. Beckerman went to C2E2, and he's got a great haul to show us, and some pretty cool stuff. I am going to go ahead and start out, because what I have to show is a little smaller than his, so we're going to go with mine. The very first thing that I'm going to show is this metal John Giang cover I got. It is Stake Presents Jessamy #1. This is a John Giang Virgin metal cover signed by the writer David Byrne. It's just a nice looking metal. This is the second one of this book that I have. I'm addicted to the series. I should probably say that. I just love it that much, and I just want to get as much as possible. See them on Kickstarter, stake.com, and go support him. But it ends in, it's already ended. Never mind. Don't go support it. It's ended. But keep a lookout for all that good stuff that he's got, and always check out davidbyrne.com. You can get some books like this there, and actually for a very good price, because normally metals cost you about $100, so I did not pay that. He gave that to me at a great price. So the second thing I got is now normally when I started getting figures, I was like, got to get McFarlane's because it's the best quality. Well, all the Jokers I went to get I did not like, so I found this from NECA. It is the Joker from The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's Joker. I was like, I'm going to get this. And I found it for a good price on eBay. We'll see how good it actually is. Well, there you go. So the pause was because this is the figure. As you can see, he is missing a hand.
Oh, that's the special variant, the fall off hand.
That's the special variant. Well, it fell out. So apparently they tried to put the gun in the hand, and so let's see.
Taking the hands out of the guns.
Guns out of the hands out of the guns. Well, anyway, there you go. I got it back on. That's from that classic scene where he's walking with the gun. He also has a little pistol and a knife there, but I'm afraid to try and put it in his hand, honestly. So I don't want it to fall apart. So that
you want to know how I got this scar, Alan?
Yeah.
Fell down the stairs at my grandma's house when I was 6.
You fell downstairs at your grandma's house?
I don't know. It went a slightly different way than the Jokers.
All right. So this next figure, get my Spidey's powder tumbler knife and pre-open before I show you guys. This one is a McFarlane. I found this for a cheap price. It is Hush. So, as I was telling Beckerman before, I am going to start a DC villain figure collection.
And you started with Hush.
Well, no, I started with Steppenwolf, actually.
That's even worse. You're going in the wrong direction.
Why is that worse? Please tell me, why is that worse, man?
I'm just joking.
Oh, you're just joking?
But
I don't like
I would say if you're starting a DC villains, you start with Darkseid up here and work your way down.
So I honestly
I climb mountains in reverse.
I'm torn. I don't know if I want to get the standard Darkseid or if I want to get the extra money and get the platinum edition one when he has the chest piece, because really that's all the difference is the chest piece. So What's wrong with Hush? Please tell me.
Oh, no, I don't have a problem with Hush.
Oh, you don't. You don't have a problem. Are you sure? Because if you're not, he's got a problem.
Wouldn't be where I started. I don't consider him an iconic.
I'm not trying to be icon. I'm just trying to get all of them.
Frickin' Tommy.
Look at him. That's pretty cool, though. Got the loose flowing coat. Head moves.
He looks very Jim Lee-ish.
Yeah.
Better than Steppenwolf.
What's that?
I said better than Steppenwolf. The movie version of, well, yeah, even comic book. He just sucks.
You suck. I love Steppenwolf. I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah.
But there's my mail call, guys. I know it's a lot smaller than what I'm used to, but that's fine. That's a good thing. So now we're going to go over to Mr. Beckermin and his haul from C2E2.
C2E2 isn't even over yet when we film this. I'm back, though.
True.
So we're going to talk about it. First up, we're going to start with the first thing I bought at C2E2. And really, there's nothing to say about this book because nothing at all happened with it. If you hear otherwise, shoot me a comment because I've never heard about it.
Yeah.
This is the UF4 acetate. This is an AOK to Mr. Rue here. Well, the comic Viking wanted it. I made sure he got it.
You're gonna do that, but
I'm gonna send it to him. Let's talk about happier things.
Yes, happier things.
One of my first stops was to the creator of 8 Billion Genies, Ryan Brown, who I've liked past work from, including God Hates Astronauts and Curse Words. Curse Words I was a huge fan of. Same team from Curse Words, so I made sure to head over to his booth. Unfortunately, somehow I forgot my issue 1. And I only brought issue 2 and 3, but he had issue 1s at what I felt was a reasonable price considering they came signed and remarked. He signed it for me and remarked it, and it was only $20.
Oh, that's great.
And it's a first print, so now I have 2.
Nice.
And I also got a blank from him, and he drew me as a genie.
Oh, that is awesome, dude.
The Becker Genie variant.
Oh, that is awesome.
Up next, not the next stop I made, but I did go on Saturday to Joe Rubenstein's booth. I've been working on a Wolverine #1, and it's finally done now that I got Mr. Rubenstein. We have Chris Claremont, Frank Miller, and Joe Rubenstein signed on this book.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
So I am very happy about that. And then those of you that remember my haul, I should say, not a mail call, a haul from Fountain City Comic Con, know I started a jam piece. So we have this done by my friend Mark Stegbauer. Mark worked on Nova Volume 2. He did the whole series. He's been on a lot of other stuff. He worked for DC in the late 80s and 90s, Marvel. He knocked around a lot. He does some indie work. If you ever see my avatar on here, Mark drew that. That is me in one of his indie books. I also bought... move stuff around here a little bit. I also went through his portfolio and he had some of his old pages. This is a page from the 90s, a book called Justice League Task Force. And it's old school page. It's got all the word bubbles. Mark signed it at the bottom.
Nice.
We have a character named Triumph, who the whole story behind Triumph was that he came in around 0 hour It turned out there was another member of the Justice League that nobody remembers because he sacrificed himself. So he showed up in continuity terms because they were really trying to set their timeline at the time. So continuity terms, the Justice League had been around for 10 years at this point. He shows back up, but he's the only one who remembers. And anyway, he ended up a few years later on Justice League Task Force. And this here is the demon Neuron making him an offer that he would get the next 10 years of his, or the last 10 years of his life back and could do it all over.
How do you get this?
Be a hero the whole time. Like, I think he says, think about it. If you hadn't lost those years, you would be a legend by now, like Superman and John, meaning Marshall.
So does that mean that he's just going to input like thought, remember, or
yeah? So basically, Triumph would have
or
never disappeared. This is and Neuron's a demon, so of course it's probably a loaded deal. It led to some other books. But anyway,
I think he's just going to put stuff in his head, honestly. I think that's what that would be.
But yeah, it was
this is good time travel, and we love that.
This was $40.
What?
Yeah,
that's
Mark
awesome.
Mark is a great guy. All Marks are great guys, though.
Yes.
Legion of Comics. Up next, I went over to Daniel Warren Johnson's booth. And I got my copy of Do a Powerbomb #1 signed.
Bam. I got mine signed too.
And then I bought a book from him because he does free signatures. I mean, come on, I'm going to.
What book is that?
That is Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill.
#1.
Yeah.
With the homage to Thor.
Crap.
Thor crap. It's not Thor crap. That's an actual book. No, the Thor with the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
Correct. Next, I went to Andrew McLean's. I've been hearing good things about this guy. I hear he's somebody I need to check out, so I did. He has a book called Headlopper. This is book 1 from the series. Very fantasy-esque, cartoony. I hear great things. I'm going to read it. I'll let you know what I think of it. But it was only $20, and he added a remark.
Oh,
without being
kind of cool.
It just came with a remark.
Nice.
I really went all out on buying books. I bought 2 books. 2. We have first up a book that we've talked about, a book I've been hunting for, House of Mystery 156. First,
there you go. It's about time, man.
I told you I'm going to find it in person. I don't buy online.
I remember telling you, dude, you can find that on eBay.
Yeah, I don't care. I hunted it, much like I hunted Chip Gettler.
Yes.
At the time we're taping this, you guys haven't seen, but by the time you see this, you will have seen my exploits and my great hunt.
Hopefully.
And then up next, we have Brave and the Bold 58. First appearance of Metamorpho, the Element Man.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid copy, too. I'm happy with it. And now we come to my favorite part of this. I've shown it in previous mail call. I have a book. I've been working on a project, a jam piece. I like doing those. This one is Marvel Editor-in-Chiefs. So it started as a Jim Shooter that I got from an online op where he live sketched it. It got sent to PGX. It got a terrible grade. I wasn't happy with it. I cracked it. I opened it up. And I decided to make a project out of it because Roy Thomas had been announced for Planet last year, August. So literally a year ago, for pretty much from the taping of this. I took it to Roy Thomas. He drew on it. Actually, I have a picture of it. And then after that, I sent it off recently to an op for Joe Quesada through a facilitator and got a Daredevil on it. I needed current Marvel editor-in-chief C.B. Cebulski, but the guy's not an artist, one, and two, he's working as the editor-in-chief of Marvel. He doesn't really do like artist alley booths where you can just walk up to him. You got to find him.
Yeah.
And at C2E2, I did just that. I went to a Marvel panel, 60 Years of Spider-Man, which was really good with him and Ryan Stegman, and they told some really good stories. I waited till afterwards. I went up to him. Ryan Stegman actually saw my project before Cebulski did because he was talking to somebody else. And Stegman actually got CB's attention for me and also like admired the piece and thought it was a cool project to be working on. So then CB sees it and he's like, oh, this is really cool. Oh, you got this guy. You got this guy. He's like, do you want me to draw on it? And I was like, if you can, yes, I would absolutely love you to draw on it. So I knew I would at least get him to sign it. I never imagined a guy he doesn't doodle, he says. He doesn't draw. So right here we have his Captain America shield and little cat poking his head out from behind the shield.
That's kind of cool.
And I really, really think it's cool that he did this. I also have a picture of him holding it. He took a picture of it. We'll show the picture right now, though. Anyway, he took a picture of it to take with him. I'm ecstatic, but I have dinner planned, so this is Saturday. I go back to the hotel. I'm like the best I felt all weekend. I had kind of a bad day Friday. Saturday is now it's made the con for me. This goal was important to me. I hope to continue to add to it, but
how many are you missing now?
So technically, Stan was never editor-in-chief of Marvel, but obviously I can't get him anyway. Len Wein is no longer with us, so I can't get him. Bob Harris, I believe, is still alive. Tom DeFalco, Axel Alonso. These would be very hard to get. I may approach some of them through the mail or email, and just see what they would say about me sending it to them. But it makes me nervous at this point because honestly, this was a lot of work to put this together to this point. And the fact that I have 4, I might just say it's done for right now until I know Tom DeFalco still does cons. I've gotten his signature on other books.
Yeah.
I would love to approach him on this. I view him as attainable.
I would not send that through the mail, man. That just
yeah, it made me nervous enough to send it for the Quesada op. I'm kind of done with it traveling through the US mail system.
Yeah.
But when I got back to the hotel, I kind of got distracted for a second there. I get back to the hotel, I change. My buddy and I are getting ready to go out to dinner. We go to get on the elevator, and who's getting off on our floor? CB Cebulski. Nice. But now I'm in different clothes, and I was like, oh. And I was just telling Jared about it, my buddy, and I was like, this is the guy. And I refreshed his memory. I was the one that just brought you a book to draw, and he's like, oh yeah. We talked for just another second before we jumped on the elevator, but what a nice guy. I can't say enough about him. He did not have to do this. The fact that he did it, he's awesome. This is the kind of stuff that reinforces why I loved cons from the beginning.
Did he charge you for it?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely free. Took a picture of it, which I thought was cool. And then here's a really cool tidbit about it. He looked at it for a while before he did anything to it. For a second, and he looks at me. He's like, "What an interesting project to take up." He's like, "Well, if it makes you feel like better or feel good about it, I'd like you to know that if anybody else is doing this project, they don't have me yet because nobody's ever given me anything like this to do. So this
It's a one of a
is a one
kind.
of one.
One of one.
Nobody has these four together right now at this moment. They may next week, they may a week, a year from now, you could also undertake this and get all of these guys together. But right now, I'm the only one who has it. And I think that is incredibly cool.
That is amazing, actually. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, it took you work. But
And if it sounds like it's more just that when I do, sometimes you'll have an idea and you'll do something, and then you're really happy with it, especially when buying original art and stuff or convention sketches. I'm not going to name names, but there are artists where I'll get something from and I'm really happy with it. Then I go online and I see 8 exactly like mine. And it kind of deflates you because it's not really the point of getting a sketch. The part of me that wanted to get into art was to have this unique thing. And I feel like with this, I have this unique thing.
yes.
So I'm very happy with it. That was my C2E2 story. I hope everybody enjoyed my haul.
I did.
Alan, what do we have coming up? Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? Well, we if you have not checked Beckermin / the Comic Community Hunter, if you have not checked that out, the videos, just go to my main page on my YouTube channel. The videos are there. They're very quick. They're not long, and you could probably watch it all in less than 10 minutes. It's 3 videos. It is a great thing. It's enjoyable. I had a lot of fun doing it. And I put it together, and I know Beckerman had a great time doing it. So, it's that's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun and create content that you guys like watching. It's just the way it is. I mean, if you don't like watching it, you can tell me. You can hit the dislike button too. That's fine. Is what it is. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So
you might hurt mine. I'm soft like veal.
Soft like veal.
I'm like a milk-fed calf.
But always have New Comic Book Day coming out on Fridays. Last week was Dale of Suspense on Rue the Day. Hold on. The Rue the Day guest will be announced tonight or tomorrow. So when this comes out, which is the 15th, and then the next episode will be on the 22nd, that guest will be announced then. So just stay tuned for that. And that's what we got coming up. Not a whole lot, but yeah. Unless you got any
that sounds like a good point to give out the Viking wave.
Viking wave.
And say bye, everybody.
All right. See y'all later.